My plan to retire by the age 52 from healthcare as an anesthesia provider. The average retirement is getting late 60s, early 70s now because of medical technology and advances in medicine. There's 7 steps we're going to go through. Make sure you watch the whole video to the end to make sure you get those 7 important steps to get you to early retirement. All right, let's stay tuned. So number 1, Tim Ferriss kind of mentions it in his book. You take mini retirement. Every so often take a mini retirement rather than wait for the end where we're old and our physical body is not as cooperative as we like to be. So take mini retirements. So that's what he recommends. Take a sabbatic. Some people take sabbaticals if you can afford it, and do it that way. That way you spread over, and that way you're waiting till you're 60-ish, late 60s, just to have some fun and actually do what you want to do. So that's number 1. The old adage of working 40 years for the man or a corporate company and then retire has gone out the window. Those days have changed, and this is the new decade, new millennium. You can always try to save and be frugal, but they always say you can't get blood out of a rock, so you can't keep saving. You have to be some kind of productive, income producing. Even growing up as a first generation immigrant here to the United States, we've always been told to go to school, get a good job, work really hard and then retire. That was great back in those days, but it's no longer the situation because of an increase in inflation and cost of products and goods these days. So we have to create something. Even myself having a PhD, I kind of second guess myself, why did I go for the PhD if it's not gonna increase my salary as much as I thought it would. Number 2, I got this from Nate O'Brien. He talks about 3 things that America pays for: is a car, a house, and food. So we can eliminate 1 or 2 of those things to help you be better off. You have to think, am I creating wealth or am I creating debt for myself? So food, you can always eliminate by buying cheaper food, but you don't really need organic stuff. You don't need organic carrots or organic scallions, in my opinion. And water, you don't have to buy bottled water. Just buy a filter and just filter your water. That way you're helping the environment and you're not spending as much money. So that's number 1. Number 2 is a car. Do you really need a new Mercedes? Do you really need a Lamborghini? It's nice to have, but if you notice that people that are well off or independently wealthy, they're wearing less and less. You don't see wearing like Prada, Gucci, or this kind of Hermes purse of some sort. They just wear a t-shirt, jeans, hoodie, and just call it a day. Less things to pay for. 3, it would be your mortgage. You really need a 3,000 square feet, 2.5 baths, 4 bedrooms, 2 acres to maintain and pay for heating, electricity, and all that cost. So you have to think, creating wealth or you're creating debt for yourself. Number 3 is creating passive income, like creating a digital product. How I show you over here how to sell a digital product on your social media handles. In this video here, where I set up an Etsy account, where a print on demand account for picture frames for motivational. If you haven't already, check out that video on that one. Number 4 is YouTube. This channel where I try to get to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe if you haven't to get AdSense money, or even get brand deals, right? Or you can do other things with this channel, like buy property. That way you have an asset producing income. Number 5, as we alluded to earlier, was owning assets rather than liabilities. Robert Kiyosaki says, you want to own assets and not liabilities, more assets than liabilities. That way it will always be producing money for you month in, month out, years to come, even passing on to your children or even your loved ones. Assets such as Airbnb properties or even your own properties. I once heard a quote that you should rent out what you own and then not own what you rent. Number 6 is investments. So I'm not a financial advisor, so take my videos as general information. Anytime you're doing any kind of stock options like that, talk to your financial advisor, tax accountant, lawyers, all the above. So don't take my word for it. I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to tell you how I did it my way. So what I want to do is I want to invest more in my index funds and then increase my contributions to my E-Trade account and also to my stockpile account. That way I can build up my assets as I work. And lastly, number 7, investing in a high yield savings account. I know there's a whole bunch out there, Ally Bank, Robinhood. I know there's a minimum for each one. I think there's a video I made about different high yield savings account. Check out that video. But I'm gonna put some money away in the DCU, which is close to my neighborhood. So Digital Credit Union is what I have here in Massachusetts, and they yield about 6% savings account for high yield savings account. If you like these kind of videos where I help your personal finance, get you to retire early, then you should subscribe to the channel. and also help you with cost savings by helping you with car repair, home repair. Have a ready comment below, and then see you in the next video.